Are you ready for some football?
Yes, one woman in the fifth row there.
Yes,
is all
right.
set. Well, whether you're a football fan or not, I think you're going to enjoy the fun we had surprising members of the San Francisco 49ers.
Peter and the crew visited the 49ers training camp in Stockton, California, and Peter played the part of an obnoxious radio reporter.
Now, the Niners thought I was doing a live radio show, and I tried to do things that drive players nuts, like dwelling on one topic and refusing to move on to something else. Let's roll it, Len. And here you see the 49ers out on the practice field, and they're doing their drills under the supervision of Coach Steve Mariucci. But after the workout, star receiver Terell Owens comes in for the interview. Today's high near 85 and a low tonight around 50. Currently in central New Jersey, it's 82 degrees, and you're listening to Lester Cannon here on your sports authority, reaching out across America and currently reaching out to say hello to Terell Owens of the 49ers, live with us here in Stockton. Nice to meet you, my friend.
How you doing?
Good. I heard that the fellas call you T.O. Where'd that nickname come from, man?
I don't know. It just kind of originated, I guess, just, you know, everybody messing up my name, saying Terrell, you know. And so
no, but what does T.O. stand? What's the story behind that? What does that stand for?
I guess my initials, T.O. So other than that, I have...
your initial? Oh, I see. They're just calling you like by your initials or something. I got it. Yeah, that's just great. Great stuff. My producer tells me we have a question for Terell Owens. Okay, right. The question is rookies. Talk to us about rookies.
What about rookies? Rookies, I mean, they're coming in and, you know, fresh out of college. I think, you know, with the defensive assignments, I think it's, you know, it's a lot different. You know, I think from the defensive standpoint, everything's a little faster.
My producer back in the studio wants you to say something about rookies.
Rookies? Rookies, they're rookies. Rookies are rookies. I don't know what's much more to say about rookies, but they're just rookies.
Question from my producer. What's the key to being a good rookie?
I don't think there's a key to being a good rookie. I think it's a key to being a good player. It doesn't matter, you know, whether you're a first year, second year, third guy. If you can come in and play, you know, I think that's what every coach and what every organization wants.
Ain't that the truth? Sum it up for us, T.O. Your take, rookies.
Rookies. That's a rookie. Rookies, I don't know.
I couldn't have said that better myself. I really couldn't. All right, try this one. Smile, you're on Candid Camera. That's Candid Camera right there.
I knew it was something.
Well, my name's Peter Funt. I'm the host of the Candid Camera Show.
You got me. You got me.
I want to say there's been a lot of talk in the sports world that Terell Owens is kind of trying to polish his personality this season because he had a few bumps in the road last year. We were so impressed with his good sportsmanship on Candid Camera. Let's hear it for Terell Owens. All right.
That's a great guy. Next into the interview room was 49ers punter Jason Baker. Peter's going to ask Jason the dumbest questions he can think of. Watch.
No, I stay pretty involved in the game. I keep myself loose, and I hold, and so I get out there a little more.
What do you hold, Jason?
The field goals, for field goals and extra points.
Clarify that for me. I'm sure our listeners would want to know about that. Sounds interesting.
The guy that's on his knee during a field goal that catches a snap and puts the ball on the ground for the kicker, that's me.
Right, of course, but I thought you were the kicker, actually.
No, I'm the punter. He's the field goal kicker is the guy that kicks the ball through the uprights. I'm the guy that catches a snap and punts it on fourth down.
Ouch. Clear that up for me, because I'm sure there are just thousands of listeners back in New Jersey who are wondering, what the heck did he just say?
The punter is the guy who punts the ball on fourth down.
Right.
When we're not in field goal
and
range.
that's you.
That's me.
Okay, got it. So where's this other stuff come into play?
The field goal kicker is when you're down closer to the uprights, down close to the end zone, but you're too far to make a first down, you kick a field goal.
Yeah, and you do that too as the kicker.
No, I'm the holder, not the kicker.
The next guest on my fake radio show is none other than Niners coach Steve Mariucci. This time, I played the type of interviewer who's only interested in his own ideas, and he won't let the guest get a word in edgewise.
Coach Mariucci is in the hot seat. Let's watch.
Sort of a Cinderella story last year, perhaps achieving a record that people weren't predicting. You come from basically out of nowhere with a cast of characters that nobody was positive could get it done on the field. You win, what, 12 ball games and get to the playoffs, surprise so many people. Really a great achievement.
Well, thank you. We need to.
And of course, you've got players, you know, who you've got to deal with, personalities out there. You've got an Owens, you've got a Garcia, you've got a veteran like Stubblefield. You've got such a mix, which I guess every team does. But on the 49ers, I know it's got to be tough for you. You don't have to answer this question, but it's got to be tough for you to deal with the personalities. I'm sure you wish you could just focus on the plays out there on the field, Coach.
Well, you know, when you have a football team, there's all kinds of personalities, like you said, and it takes all kinds to make a world. And
it really does. And, you know, so many of the people who listen to our show all around the country on more than 50 stations that get our sports radio network are sizing up for their fantasy teams, the various players and things that might happen in the brand new season. You got the brand new Houston Ball Club surprising people already. Great quarterback down there. David Carr. You've got so many great stories throughout the NFL.
Well, it's going to be an exciting year because who knows what's going to happen with baseball, and I think.
Well, we're not here to talk about baseball. We're so happy with a great NFL season. It seems like when the season ends at Super Bowl time, football fans have one thing in common. They wait about 48 hours, and then bingo, they're anxious for the next season to begin. You know what I mean? And this is what our listeners are talking about day in, day out, hour after hour.
Right. It's exciting for the fans. It's exciting for these teams to get going. You know, we played the first game in Osaka, and we're also going to play the first game in New York City against the Giants on a Thursday night to kick this season off. And
wow, that's really great. You know, the Big Apple and in the Meadowlands playing a tough Giants team. They disappointed some of their fans back east last year, but they're not to be taken lightly, Coach. As I look at the schedule, it's tough all the way for the Niners this year. My goodness gracious, the Rams, I mean, that's two tough games right there, but as you look down the whole schedule, it doesn't get any easier week after week.
Right, and the opening with the Giants now, they were in the Super Bowl a couple years ago now.
Isn't that something? And who can forget that Super Bowl achievement? Of course, they plummeted the following year, and, you know, the Big Apple, what have you done for us lately? You know what I mean? But, yeah, you're right. The Giants are tough, and, the whole NFL, I mean, with the salary caps and all, my view is that the playing field is being leveled. It's just being leveled with each passing week, and that can't make your job any easier.
Well, there's parity that exists in this league now.
It really does. And we want to thank Steve Mariucci for being with us today on New Jersey Sports Authority. I wish we had more time, Coach. We barely scratched the surface here today.
Yeah, you're scratching all right.
I want to extend my thanks to Coach Mariucci and wish him well. And we're glad you're smiling, Coach, because whether you know it or not, and I'm worried that you might, you're on Candid Camera. And, well,
worst interview of all time.
Right there. And I'm Peter Funt from the Candid Camera Show.
Who's that kid?
That's my little boy, Danny.
Why don't you give me a heads up?
One of the biggest 49er fans you'd ever want to have.
You're on Candid Camera. Smile, you're on Candid Camera.